What's going on, guys? This is Jason of Auglitical. I swim through the politics so you don't drown too. I am just a man trying to bring common sense in a world where common sense isn't so common. So I covered a story not too long ago about on the epidemic of these teachers grooming these students. And I've covered multiple stories. I covered stories of teachers thinking that they were going to get away with it with one student. I went to with teachers doing it to multiple students and also their husbands knowing. I even did it where the school was in on it, forged papers, not for a little boy, but so that an LGBT counselor, positive counselor, can take a young girl away from her mother's home because she lived with her mother without her mother even know it, forged papers saying that the girl was homeless so that the counselor could take her under into her house behind her closed doors and continue a sexual relationship. Yes, I covered those stories. Go check them out on the channel. But one of those stories I covered was this teacher. And if I remember correctly, the last time we checked up on this teacher, there was a video where she was saying, "Can I speak to my husband? I need to talk to my husband," because apparently the husband had no idea that she was doing any of this shit. So let's get into it. Husband of teacher Christina Formella stands by her as she faces new accusations of grooming student, having sex with him 45 times. Now, I hate to break it to you. I hate to break it to you. This is the fucking problem. This right here is the problem. When you have weak men, when you have women that can do no wrong in the world, this is how we get situations where you got men that are this fucking weak. Because there's no way in hell a man with any shred of respect is holding hands with a woman that has betrayed him like this in such a disgusting fucking way. Such a disgusting way. Not only did she cheat on him, she cheated on him with a child. And he's holding hands with her? Anyway, the husband of accused pervert teacher Christina Formella stood by her as she arrived at Illinois court Tuesday to face new charges that she had sex with the teenage student some 50 times and started grooming the boy when he was 14. Michael Formella held hands with his 30-year-old bride, even as prosecutors alleged that she told the boy she had no intentions of marrying her husband, that she was going to leave him and get millions of dollars. And y'all be thinking I be joking when I be saying I'm not surprised if some chick stays around with some guy who she feels like he's coming into money at some point. We've seen it multiple times. There are a lot of women that will sit there and fuck with a dude because he's about to come into money or she knows that he has the potential to come into some money and she's going to get as much of that money as possible while she plays her cards to move on. A lot of women, it's fucked up to say it like this. You know what's actually crazy? I actually look at it like this. There may be some girls that are not even aware that that's the way that they're moving, right? Because think about it. In media, they see that as empowering. Oh, you're trading up, honey. That's what they call it. You're trading up, right? Again, if she's thinking that she's getting millions of dollars and she's a school teacher, I don't even understand where the fuck that idea comes from. But is it really far fetched? Is it impossible for a woman like her? And trust me when I say this. Trust me when I say this. Is it possible for a woman this disgusting to run into $1 million based on just her body? Absolutely, it's possible. So let's not even act like as though that's impossible. Let's continue. Christina Formella, a former teacher at Downers Grove High School in suburban Chicago, is now facing 55 charges, including aggravated sexual assault, aggravated criminal sex abuse, and grooming. She faces up to 60 years in prison if convicted. Holding hands with her. She walked up to the DuPage County Circuit Court Tuesday hand in hand with her spouse and accompanied by her defense team, according to footage obtained by the Post. By the Post from TikToker Abby Blabby. Despite prosecutors urging the judge to revoke Formella bail and lock her up, the judge allowed her to walk free with an ankle monitor. Now, there is this big problem that you have a lot of men right activists and men that feel like as though they don't feel like it, they know it, that women get treated much like this is not some opinion, this is a fact. This woman is a pedophile. There was another woman who did the same exact thing, and when she was completely convicted, she only served 2 years out of four. She only was given 2 years out of four in prison. But if a man does some shit like this, and this is not some whataboutism, this is just the case for one of the most heinous fucking crimes you can commit on this earth. Rape and murder. Those are two of the most fucking heinous crimes you can commit, with women screaming up and down, rape is worse than murder. They swear by this. So by this case, Why is something like this even being a thing? Why is she being allowed to roam free? It is one of the most heinous crimes you can do. It is because a woman did it. That is the only reason. She knew what she was she knew what she was doing was wrong, prosecutor Jacqueline McAndrew said, according to the Chicago Tribune, adding that she is unbelievably conniving and unbelievably controlling. Formella allegedly groomed the teen boy before engaging in about 50 sexual acts with him overall, including at least 45 times in a school where she is a special education teacher. She also had sex with the boy 5 times at her home during school hours. So she took him home, fucked him on their bed. And the husband is sitting here holding hands with her. Now, mind you, I hate to say it, dog. I'm sorry. Let me continue before I say this. The explicit illicit relationship began on January 2023 and only ended in 2024 because the boy said it was wrong. The state attorney office said so. She didn't even come forward. It was the boy that did it. And the thing that's so crazy is you got a lot of mental midgets online, a lot of men mental midgets that sit there and go, "Damn, if only that was me. Damn, where was these teachers when I was growing up?" These are the individuals who are degenerates, right? They're degenerates. I'm a pervert. I understand to some extent, but I also know right from wrong and can separate myself from that, right? I can separate myself from that. As far as I'm concerned, she got caught. She got to deal with that shit. She knew exactly what the fuck she was doing. And I believe I read an article where they tried to sit there and say that it was the boy that was grooming the teacher, right? Some feminist article, some crazy shit. So again, insane work. Now, I want to bring up some comments here because this is actually crazy to me. Imagine being the husband and seeing his wife being arrested for allegedly raping her student. That will mess up your mind for some time. Not at all. But Colin Rugg says, especially when it happens months after you probably dropped 100K for the wedding. She got married. She got married. So she got exactly what she wanted, right? You can have it all. And some people are just insatiable. Imagine that's your wife. Haha. Again, no, I don't want to imagine that's my fucking wife. That's the reason why a lot of men are not getting. So a lot of men would love to get married, but they choose not to get married because of the state of the world. A lot of women don't want to get married when they're younger, but want to get married when they're much older after they've been ran through. We are fucked as a species. She allegedly had 3 weddings with him, one being at Amalfi Coast in Italy. Bro couldn't believe he's damn. So being controlling is right. She had, so maybe he was gonna give her $1 million, dog. Maybe 3 fucking weddings. Her husband is a real clown, attending court with her when she sent messages to this boy talking about divorcing him to get his money. It boggles my mind why these teachers married no less go after children. Something has to be broken inside them. Now, I'm going to just keep it a buck with you, dog. And this is the shit that kills me, right? No, before I say it, let's continue. Let's continue. America has a major problem with white women preying on teenagers. 2.3 thousand likes, right? What does that say? Now, mind you, I'm just gonna bookmark this, and I'm gonna use it against the white nationalists in the future, right? Because all they want to do is blame blacks or blame Africans and all of this other shit. And yeah, there is a problem with whatever group, whatever. But majority of our fucking problems come from left-leaning women because for some reason people think women cannot do no wrong and that their default setting is kindness and they're good and innocent and it's fucking up society. It's fucking up civilizations with unlimited immigration, weak criminal sentencing, DEI type initiatives, LGBT ideology and agendas being pushed on children and in the media and all this other bullshit. It is ruining the fabric of society, but nobody wants to have this conversation. Look, I know most of you won't believe this, but many young boys are the ones who initially initiate this behavior. They notice when a girl might like them, and they act in ways that show their interest. Well, then I'll tell these teachers straight up: if you know some boy likes you and he's 15, you wait until that motherfucker 17. Why is this so fucking hard? I seen this shit growing up in the hood, dog, and I know it's fucked up. I'll keep it a buck with you. I seen this shit growing up in the hood. These fucking women, right? Would wait until the boy is fucking 17, just about to go on 18. They just wait. They give them just enough to know, and they wait. That's all that you need to do. You going after these 13-year-olds, these 14-year-olds, these 15-year-olds is crazy. Whatever happened to, oh, that's so sweet. Wait until what is it? That's so sweet. Wait until you're an adult and then come find me. Whatever happened to that? They don't do that shit no more. They straight rob in the cradle. Some women still think that they are young teenagers when they are not, then illegally and inexcusably have sex with minors. They need the maximum prison sentences for this behavior. It has to stop. Back in the day, this was not happening. The government needs no, it always was happening. It's just that now it's getting a lot more frequent. Now it's getting a lot more frequent. Hold on. I need to check my. There was a comment that I commented on. Hold up. There was a comment that I commented on where let's see. Let's see. I did comment on something. Here we go. Here it is. So Lo says, right? Lo says, of course, everything based on one photo. So basically, she had everything she could have won, yet she wasted it by molesting a teenage boy. Wild. Everything based on one photo. Didn't the story include a claim that her husband or fiance was having an affair with her best friend? This is the shit that I'm talking about. When women do anything to make excuses. Again, and my response to this was, so instead, she looks for a child when she herself could have addressed the problem, left, or went to anyone else. You see that fucking body? Look at this woman's fucking body, dog. Look at this body, dog. And you going after children? She got the ideal, listen, that woman got the ideal body. She got that thing. And you mean to tell me she had to go after a child? Her success rate when it comes down, well, her already high success rate, her success rate, if she wanted to get dick down or have sex or have another relationship because her husband is supposedly having an affair, is extremely high. And you mean to tell me, because she didn't have everything, she was married to a lot of women, that's all that matters. A lot of women will fuck with a guy and be his third mistress if he has money. That woman had every fucking thing. She blew it off, marriage, career, everything. And they're always are married or engaged. It's a listen, dog. You know what? I honestly wonder if it is a white thing. And I know that this fucked up to say it this way, but think about it. They for some reason you got these people getting married, and then they use these white men and they do them fucking filthy, cheating on them like this. It's fucking terrible. Did you even read anything? Well, guess which one isn't possibly going to prison for 60 years? Nah, his ass is weird too, dog. I don't trust him either. It's fucking weird. Anyway, that's the video. I'll catch you guys next time.